Right, in the telling of a joke. Now, in the telling of a joke, there's one particular race who bore the brunt of many a joke more than most other people, and that would be the Irish. Now, I think the reason why this is basically that they think differently. Now, that's not a bad thing, but it just confuses the rest of us. Now, to prove that, they've got a patron saint called Patrick, St. Patrick, which they celebrate St. Patrick's Day on the 17th of March. And this holy day, they celebrate by primarily getting pissed and having a good time, which is not a bad way of thinking to me. Well, that shows you that they just think a little bit different to most other people around the world. So, my joke about the Irish today maybe demonstrates that a little bit better as well. Now, what it involves is a guy, he's touring Southern Ireland, and he's going round, he's hired himself a car, which is a nice new BMW, but he's getting a bit confused how to use the GPS, and he's getting a little bit lost. So he decides to go the old-fashioned way and go and ask somebody. So he sees a pub, decides to go into the pub, and he goes up to the bar, the landlord's there, and he says to the landlord, he says, I wonder if you can help me out. He says, I'm just wondering, what would be the best way to get to Dublin? Anyway, the landlord thinks for a minute, and he says, have you got a car? And the guy says, yeah, I've got one out in the car park there. He says, yes, by car, that would be the best way to get there. Thinks a bit different. Anyway, this guy decides to keep on driving, and he's driving around doing his touring bit, and he realises he needs some fuel, so he pulls into a fuel station, and it's a full service. You don't see many of them anymore. And little assistant comes up and says, can you put petrol in the car, please? There's no worries. And as he gets out the car, a cup of tea drops on the floor. And the assistant picks it up, and he looks at it, and he goes, you dropped this, sir. He goes, oh, thank you. He says, by the way, what is it? He says, well, that's what you put your balls on when you're driving. And the assistant goes, well, blow me. These BMW people think of everything. Bye.